just having a quick rest. And if you saw our videos earlier this year, you'll know that we did a bit of wild blackberry picking. Blackberries are out of season right now. So what we have here is a few fresh young blackberry plants with their nice fresh leaves growing on top. Just take a few samples because tonight we'll be having blackberry tea around dinner time. So I've never tried this before, but apparently the fresh growth leaves at the tops of the plants are the best for blackberry tea. So there's some blackberry tea for dinner time tonight. Complete change of scenery around here, campers. So you've seen us in the snow for a few months, but we're back in the Australian bush. The campfire with the nice little rock set up to stop all that smoke from coming back into our eyes. Just mix that dinner up there. Just got that pot on the side because that way it won't get too hot, because we are just gently simmering this meal. It's a wood pile with the tarp, and today we've used what a lot of people call the ridge line system. So we've just got a very taut rope in the middle there supporting the ridge of the tarp setup. Preferably we would have more space, so in a few places the tarp is kind of creased because of the trees being so close. It's a 3 metre by 3 metre tarp, but unfortunately we don't have 3 metres of space. There's just too much bush around. Just show you around here, and of course the mountain bike. Let's walk around this way. It's an old road that we're camped on here, I think, and the way I can tell, the reason I know it, well, I'm sure it's an old road, is this dugout wall just here. Let's follow it down. So this is where I've been getting a lot of my rocks from for the campfire. So I just use the back of the machete to just cut into the rocks. They're quite soft. Surprisingly, we've just found someone else's campsite just here. Unfortunately, they've left some of their tin rubbish lying around the campfire that they must have used. Just go for a walk down this way. I'll show you the creek where we've been getting our water. There she is. Sunset is on its way. I might stick a freshwater crayfish trap into the creek, see if we can catch anything. I'm pretty sure there are some crayfish in that creek, because whoever was camped here has left fishing line all over the place. Pretty messy, really. Step back this way. Back to the campfire. Got to do two things at once while I'm filming these videos. Fire's died down slightly, so we'll just move that pot back into the middle. Give it another gentle stir. That's my DIY campfire grill. You've probably heard me mention before. Because it's pure steel, kind of sags a bit, so every now and then you have to flip it over, because it'll sag in the middle if you put too much weight on it, because we do have quite a few other pots. We always put the tent on this blue tarp just to protect the base of the tent. So it's almost dinner time. I'll switch this camera off. Come back to you soon. Let's come back this way. Give you a view. We are camped in dense bush once again. So campers, it's now just about sunset. Just got some water boiling here. Gonna make that blackberry tea I was talking about earlier. Here are the blackberry leaves. So as I said, first time I've ever done this, so I'm not exactly sure how much I meant to put in. Just shaking some of the dirt off the blackberry leaf. That water is almost boiled. Probably about 90 degrees. The camera's been off for about probably 8 minutes now. Just thought I'd add a few more blackberry leaves because I gave it a quick taste test and it's only a very slight taste. We'll just bring it to the boil. See if that makes a difference, brings out the flavour. So you may have seen me using a piece of wood as a ladle before. There's really nothing to this. As I'm bataning all the wood, as I'm cutting it up, there's the wood pile there, or what's left of it. All I do is just select the piece of timber most suited to the task that will fit into the handle the best. There we go, the water's boiling now. I forgot to mention, campers, the reason we've brought the tarp on this summer hiking trip is there's a thunderstorm tonight. It's just started right now, just on sunset. I'm gonna have to put my Gore-Tex jacket on. Here it is. There's Christina, making a few adjustments to her sleeping arrangement. Sweetie, say hello.
Hello.
That's my Gore-Tex jacket. So I'll just have to put this on. Ideally the tarp would be positioned a bit further in that direction, but we just don't have the option with all these trees around. So I only have probably about 2 or 3 square meters of dry ground to just hang out here. And it looks like some of the rain is already coming in. We're gonna have to close the tent up and go to sleep, I think. This ain't gonna be fun. Well, the blackberry tea looks like it's ready. Time to get stuck into that soon. Just put my Gore-Tex jacket and Gore-Tex pants on while the camera is off. Just hold it down there so you can see. Very, very useful items to have in a storm. This way I can stay completely dry. And unfortunately the bloody fire's gone out. Look at this. It's starting to go out. So I'm not achieving much here. Just blowing a bit of air on the fire. That pot's not even hot, mate. Oh, the blackberry tea must be ready by now. That's the positive aspect here. So the blackberry leaves have obviously changed colour by the looks of it. Just hold the camera back here while we do the taste test. Certainly quite different. Nothing like I've tasted before in a tea. Let's hope this rain stops soon. In the meantime, we've just positioned some of our pots over here to collect some rainwater off the tarp. As you can see, the water is dripping off the tarp. The mountain bike is staying dry. My backpack there is completely dry. That's the good news. There's the food stash. So just chill out here, campers, underneath the tarp. Looks like the wind's kind of eased off a bit. It has actually stopped raining, partially. Still a bit of a drizzle. The weather forecast said 5 millimeters of rain, so we've probably only just experienced the beginning of what's going to hit us tonight. Blackberry tea is not too bad, actually. Apparently has quite a few medicinal values. A bit of tannin in there, so I might feel slightly dehydrated afterwards. I'll just drink a bit more plain water. There's plenty of that around with the storm the way it is. Got to look at things on the bright side. Tomorrow could be a sunshiny day at Bush Channel. Good afternoon, it's 12 o'clock, campers. There's my tent. As you can see, we've pulled the tarp back. Just wanted to step back up this way and just show you what's next to our campsite. So just give you an idea of how we found this spot, like why we've camped down there. So here is a dirt road, and there is a chance of four-wheel drives coming through occasionally, so we didn't want to camp next to this road. So there you go, campers. Only 50 meters from a dirt road in the dense bush, and of course that creek's down there as well.